Hey everybody, this is Monday and I am so glad to see everyone here. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Beth, and if you're not new and you've been here many times before, welcome back. I am glad to see each and every one of you here. Tonight is Makeover Monday. Now I'm getting a late start because we had a lot of running around to do. I've not had much sleep in the last 2 days. I think I've had a total of 4 hours sleep last night and the night before, 4 hours sleep. So if I'm a little loopy, well, that may be part of the reason. I'm always a little bit loopy, right? Okay, we're going to do a makeover on a picture frame that I bought at the Dollar Tree for $1.25. We're also going to be using some Let's Resin 10-minute cure polyurethane resin with some molds. I believe all the molds that I'm using, I'm looking to see, I believe they all came from Temu. And we also have a contest. No, it wasn't a contest. Let me reword that. We also have a giveaway for the Dremel, the used Dremel that Dan brought me from the dump that works. I did the comment picker, like I said I would, and I have the video from the comment picker on my other phone, and we will be watching that at some point in this video, and I will announce the winner. And of course the winner will have to contact me through my email at anniestudioclayart. Let me backtrack. At anniestudioclayart@gmail.com. But I don't expect you to remember it. It is in the description box if you need to know. Or if you're a member of the Facebook group, you can just send me a message through that way. Congratulations to the winner. And thank you for everyone that entered it. And there'll be plenty of giveaways. I won't stop doing that because that's so much fun for me. I'm going to flip this around. We are going to get started. And I'm going to put it up here. And I'm going to fan it out. This is the frame. It's really a cheap looking frame, but it's got pretty bones. It's got pretty bones. And I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with it yet. I pulled 2 things out that we may use, but we may not use them at all. I also got a lot of molds. And we're going to be pouring a little bit out of each one of them. And then we'll decide what we're going to use from that. Now this is mixed mold. I did think that might look sort of cool, and I sort of like that there. But you know, again, I'm not sure, so we'll just play and see what we decide. Now I am not leaving this gold. I'm going to use chalk paint, and we are going to put a fast coat. It's probably going to take 2 coats, and that's why I said we're going to put a fast coat on this. I am going to get gloves on because I have to take Debbie to the doctor again tomorrow. She had an appointment today, and she has one tomorrow also, and then she may have one on Wednesday, and then she's got things going on Friday too. So this is a busy week. She is going to start radiation, and that will probably be the first part of May. So I may have a really busy upcoming 4 weeks. But I normally do my videos late at night when the house gets quiet anyway. So as long as I can keep up with the demand, I'm still good to go. Okay. And I am looking for that. Yes, I'm looking for this. This is a cutting board, but it has become and I am probably going to have to put 2 coats on it, so I am just going to dab it in there, making sure that I get down in all the crevices. You do not have to be careful about how you apply the first coat. Chalk paint is very forgiving, and chalk paint will cover up a lot of different finishes, and that's why I love using it. Now, I am not going to put a thick coat. I am putting a thin coat because I don't want it peeling, and I'd much rather put a real thin coat and then come back and put a second coat on it, so I don't have to worry about it peeling up. And I don't know if you can tell, but I'm basically just taking paint from up here and pulling it down to form that first thin layer. But I do want to make sure that I've got it in everywhere. And this can be drying while we pour all the other pieces. Now, I am also going to be painting a box if we have time. We'll get around to that too, because I am going to be pouring pieces that I want to go on that also. Again, I'm not trying to get a perfect coat. I'm just trying to get the first coat, making sure that I cover everything with the first coat, but it is a thin coat. And it will dry really fast. And I think I got pretty much everything covered. So I'm going to set this over here. And I am going to get this. And we are going to paint this real fast too. Somebody put down in one of the comments that they'd like to see me do a makeover in some of the stuff that I got at Salvation Army. Well, I have done makeovers on many of the items that I got from the Salvation Army, which told me that they weren't watching all my videos. And I do have a playlist. I did go in and do a playlist, so if there's just certain categories you want to watch, all you have to do is hit playlist and go down, and that way it's a little bit easier for you to find. And yes, I'm going to do this. I should have done it before I started painting, but it will be so much easier. If I get paint on the screwdriver, I don't really care. It's much easier to do this than try. Oh, I think that's thunder. I think I'm hearing some booming. Oh, you may see Buster coming running down here shortly. I think I left the upstairs door open. It's been a gorgeous day today. I mean, gorgeous. need to put this somewhere where I don't lose that. Okay. I hope this is not stripped, because it's not coming off of here real good. Let me try a smaller one, because I'm struggling to get, let's see if that one works better. And yes, this should have been done before you start painting. Yeah. That one's a lot easier. Okay. Okay, good to go. And I'm going to put this up, and by the way, if you want to know, I got this at the Dollar Tree for $1.25. That right there, and I just leave it hanging up here. And see, this is the reason why you should do this prior to painting. But if you forget, like I did, it's not the end of the world. I'm amazing that brush did not go. No, I'm not amazing. It's amazing that that brush did not just sink all the way down. But it did not. This is going to take at least 2 coats because of the color. I think they actually put ink on this box, which is okay because it's going to have so many different colors. By the time we get through with it, it's not going to really matter. And again, I am not trying to put a grate. I'm trying not to get paint on my shirt. This is a Dutch Brothers shirt, y'all, that I've got on. No, it's not. Oh, poo. Oh, I'm bad. Never mind. Never mind. This is not Dutch Brothers. It's a cool shirt, but I'm a big Dutch Brothers fan. I'm actually not a fan of the company of this shirt, but they had just opened and it was a promo, and we went and we bought coffee when they opened, and they were giving away free t-shirts, so I got one, and I love the t-shirt, and I went back 3 times trying to like that place. But no, their coffee was just bitter, and it was consistently the same taste, and it's not the coffee for me. But I'm not going to call them out, because that's just my opinion, and that wouldn't be fair, especially since I'm wearing their t-shirt. Ashley did get me a Dutch Brothers tote bag, though. But I'll tell you what, now Dutch Brothers is not perfect either, okay? I got quite frustrated. I did, because for the longest I have been trying to figure out how many carbs is in a sugar-free Kokomo. And they say sugar-free. It is not sugar-free, by the way. None of their drinks are totally sugar-free. Everybody needs to know that, and they need to advertise somewhere that it is not totally sugar-free, because it is not. The syrups they use are sugar-free. The coffee, of course, doesn't have any sugar in it, but the half and half does. And any kind of milk they use has some kind of sugar in it, which is going to cause the carbs. But anyway, I finally, after calling the home office and asking them, and they could not tell me either. They could not tell me. They said that they were going to send it to their new, and whoever does the drinks, you know, and does the nutrition label and stuff, and they would send me the info. It'd take about 48 hours. Well, that was almost 2 weeks ago. I've never heard back. And so I finally went up to the window to order a couple of days ago, and I said, okay. I said, I'm desperately trying to figure out how many carbs. I said, I know the syrups don't have any carbs. And she said, no, they don't. She showed me the bottles. I said, and your coffee doesn't. I said, so how many carbs are in your half and half, and how much half and half do you use? She told me, I figured it out, it's 12 total carbs for a medium sugar-free hot Kokomo, which I can do. I cannot do that every day, but I can do that. Okay. We are going to move this. And we are going to move this back over. I already put that brush in there. Oh, poo, hiss. Okay. We'll get another one, because I don't want to have to. This is not the only paint that I'm going to be putting on here, so a second coat, if it covers up most of it, is good enough. And it doesn't have to be perfect, because there's going to be stuff around it too, and I will be distressing it and waxing it also. So there's something in this brush, though. This brush is not as good as the one that I just put in the water. Okay. Now we got two brushes dirty, but that's okay. We may have to put a third coat on. We'll see how this does. Oh, yep, I gotta paint that too. And yeah, I am doing this, and if you want to fast forward, go ahead and fast forward, but this chalk paint sticks to everything, and if I don't do this right now, I will have to scrub and scrub and scrub to get it off. It's splattered on me. this white paint all over everything, y'all. Oh, good gracious. I mean, it really splattered. And normally I wouldn't be using an actual towel. I would be using a baby wipe, but it is everywhere. And it's better to take 5 minutes to get it off than I have to spend an hour later. And that's the reality of it. Okay. I'm just getting a piece. I said I was going to. It's not coming out. Good gracious. Yep, that needs to be painted. I think all my big brushes are, this is going to make it look really streaked. Badly, badly streaked. So I'm tearing off of a sponge, y'all. I don't know if you can see it or not. And I'm dipping it in water. And then I'm wringing it out. You see how streaked this is? It's the brush. But I don't want to clean out the other brushes because I don't want to take the time. You see, if I even do this, it's still streaky. And I don't mind this part being like this. Hold your ears. I'm just putting it on here so I can sponge it again. And see, I don't have my gloves on. You know what? I want to try this. I don't know if it's going to work, but I just want to see. Just want to see if it, see what it does. So mixing it in with the paint. That is acrylic ink, by the way. Okay. I didn't really do what I was hoping for. Yeah, the sponge is leaving bits and the brush is leaving hairs. So this project is only as good as the tools you're using. But I sort of I like the background. And I like the little bit of black coming through. Okay, so we're gonna set that over there. We're once again going to dry this a little bit because I'm afraid this is not going to get good and dry. By the time the polyurethane pieces get done, I want to be able to put it right on there. And if this is not totally painted, I can't. So we need to get this ready to go almost. I'm going to have to put a third coat on this. This is the reason why I'm doing this. And luckily, with the heat gun, you can dry it pretty fast. And I really think the heat gun helps to set it in too, to be quite honest. I did it again, didn't I? Oh, poo, no. Okay. This should be the last coat. So I will try to put this on a little bit more smoother. I don't want the paint lumping up. Okay. It's easier for me to do it this way than to leave it down. Okay. I'm going to touch it again with the heat gun. Then I'm going to set it back over there, and we're going to get started on the molds. I'm going to crackle this, so I need to make sure that this base coat is good and dry. Okay. Back over here it goes. And yes, I do have a silicone sheet. Yes, I need to bring it over here. Because I don't want to ruin my top. I know eventually I'm going to have to replace the tiles. But if I can keep it clean just by cleaning up after myself, then I don't mind doing that either. And I know it's shaking the camera. I mean, it gets really stuck on here. This chalk paint, that's why it's so good, because it really does stick very easily. This is not sharp, so I don't mind using that as a scraping tool. Okay, good enough. I got the majority of it up. Okay, let's get started on the molds. I am going to bring the silicone tray that I bought. I know I don't like the color of it, but I do like the fact that it would just peel off. And I showed this to you in one of my haul videos. I believe it was the last one. And this one is probably, yeah, I'm cleaning it off. Just make sure there's no dust or anything. Yeah, see, it was dirty, y'all. Because I hadn't cleaned it off since. And I don't want that getting on my project, so. Okay, here we go. Now I have quite a few molds sitting over here, and we're going to be doing bits and pieces of them all. So we'll do those three first. And I am using, see, I'm telling you, if you don't know, now for all of y'all that have used chalk paint before, you know what a chore it is to get off your hands and wherever you put it. And if I wasn't having to take her to the doctor tomorrow, this would not bother me at all. But I do try to keep my hands cleaned off, and I'm going to have to scrub them when I'm done with a stone thing to get it all off. Okay. Let me get more gloves on. I have more polyurethane coming on the 27th. And I will share a little secret. I ordered me something today. I probably shouldn't, but I did anyway. Summer's coming, and I want to be able to sit on the back porch or in the backyard. Now Debbie smokes, and I can't cigarette smoke. I can't tolerate cigarette smoke. I can smell cigarette smoke 2 blocks away, and I'm not exaggerating. Now I was a smoker for 40 years, y'all. But when I quit, I laid him down, and I laid him down one day, and I never went back. And that was 9 years ago. And it was a blessing from the good Lord. It truly was. And I think me not being able to tolerate the cigarette smoke helped me to never pick up one again. I truly believe that. So, because of that, I may have to put it down here, but put it right by the bay door so I can open up the bay door. Because basically what I want to do is a drafting table. See, I gave you the secret already, didn't I? Poo-poo hiss. Okay, well, anyway, yes, I got me. It's not expensive. It's a cheaper one. And it's just the tabletop will go up and down. And yes, I want it for my painting. I do. Painting to me is peaceful. It's relaxing. It helps my soul, y'all. And I will always do it. It is one of my loves. It really is. And I wanted to be able to do it in the fresh air, looking at nature. And I don't want Debbie to feel like she can't go out on the back porch to smoke cigarettes. So I may just put it down here and rearrange stuff and put it right at the tip of my garage where the bay door is, and I can just open that during the day. And I think that would probably work. And that way I can have the fresh air coming in. I can have the light coming in. So but that's not coming in until a week from Thursday. So it's going to take a while to get that. But yes, I did order that today, and I'm really excited about it. But my polyurethane is supposed to be here. Oh, that's not supposed to be here until the 27th, too. Uh-oh, we may have a problem here. Oh, poo-poo. I did not think this through. We don't have a whole lot. Well, this does not take a whole lot. Let me rethink this. I've got to, because I was going to do a little bit of all these, because I thought, oh, well, I might want a couple of mushrooms in there. So I don't know. I just wanted to pour some. And I thought, oh, I want a ladybug in case I want to put a ladybug. And most of this is going to be way too big. And I realize that because it's a little bitty picture. I just wanted to have them so where if I wanted to change my whole mind up, I could. And I could do that. But, okay, if I just pour the ladybug out of this, it is such a cute little mouse. And if I just pour that little mushroom, oh, that's the back of the mouse. I like the back better than I did the thing. So if I poured that little mushroom and that little mouse out of that one, and then I poured that mushroom and maybe that mushroom. Okay. So not a whole lot out of it. If I have, I want to pour that dragonfly. So, but I really want to pour all of them. But right now, the dragonfly. Okay. And then for the box, the reason why I got this out is because I want to do a bunch of seashells to put on the box that with real sand and make it like it's ocean on the top. I've done one like that before and I sold it. I sold it very quickly. But then I wanted to do a couple of these smaller birds to see if I would rather have those. So these two birds right here. So, okay. So those two small birds, that bird, and I wanted some leaves, but okay, this is what I was going to get. Okay, and pour that. And a couple of those. Maybe. Not that. That's way too big. Okay. That's what we're going to do. We're going to use what we got. And I'm going to do it a little bit at a time. I'm using these. And I am going to get my mask on. Wow, I don't have the hair to hold it up anymore, y'all. Okay. So we're going to start with A. I don't know. It's not coming off. This is a Monday, isn't it? Okay, that explains it. Yeah, I'm putting the heat gun. Nope. Okay, B's coming off. And what? No, it's not. Oh, this is crazy. Okay, I'm working with it. I'm trying. Oh my. Okay. I have A. Okay, I'm going to fill up A again. I'm going to put it over here in this cup. Okay. Now let's see if I can get this open. Nope. Oh my. Okay. Okay, it won't open. Well, can I just cut it off? Oh, okay. I'm going to set that right over here. And I'm going to pour that in there. See, I did so good. Pouring the other, and yeah, this is insanity right here. Okay, we're going to set these over here real quick. Oh, here comes Buster Boo. Yep, he hears the thunder. It's okay, sweetie pie. It's just noise. That's all it is. It's just noise. Zion, don't get up there. There's resin right there. Sorry, guys. I got animals coming down here now. I'm watching Zion to make sure he does not go over there and stick his nose in that resin over there. I don't know why this does this, but it drives me insane. It doesn't matter where I put it, where I pour from. I do not understand. Okay. Yep, that's getting hard. Okay. Let's see what this is doing over here. Okay, I'll be back when this is ready to come out. Okay, we are back. I went ahead and put these two pieces together just to get them ready to go. I did also paint that white. I don't know if I'm going to use it or not, but I knew it needed to be painted white if I did, so I went ahead and did that. We are going to go ahead and take these two out. These are the two that I wanted. I thought maybe for that piece. I don't know yet. It's a little odd looking right there. Maybe that way. Okay. Now I've got stuff in this one, but it is not the whole thing. But what I will do is I will keep the wing, these two pieces, because they can be fillers and be used elsewhere. And I'm not going to clean my mold right now, but they are most definitely going to need to be cleaned out. Okay, we're going to start with this one right here. Oh, that's a cute little mushroom right there. And I'm sort of just setting them around. And I'm just trimming this as I go. Goodness, somebody's got music turned up really loud. But now Debbie was watching American Idol. I turned it on there for before I came down here, so that's probably what it is. The little, but you know, I'd still use that because how many snails? I've seen, I don't know how many snails with that off. Now that's adorable. I love the little mouse. And this I just did because I had some left. It was getting hard. And I thought I might be able to take bits and pieces, which I think I can. Again, I am just trimming all the bits that don't need to be on here. No. Buster is just, I think he's looking for Zion the cat. It's so funny to watch him play. Okay, I'm not sure if I'm going to use that, but I wanted to get all those pieces out of there just in case I decided to. I want to check the alarm real quick though. Okay, it's not beeping. Okay, I don't know how much of this we're actually going to be able to use. I don't think we're going to be able to use much of this, actually. It was leaking really bad on me, and I don't know why. There is no rhyme or reason. Sometimes I can pour perfect out of those cups. Sometimes it doesn't matter how I hold my hand or how I hold my mouth. It's going to leak every time. And I didn't really get a whole lot out of this. A couple of flowers. And the bird, which is a good thing. At least we got the bird out of it. Okay, let's see how much we got out of this. We got a lot more out of this one. It's not storming anymore, Buster Boo. I might be able to use bits and pieces of this. Debbie and I sat there and watched people on YouTube that have taken cruises. Well, I know I can't do an ocean cruise. I would be seasick. It would be miserable for me, and I know that. But when Viking, I have always, that was on my bucket list, to do an international Viking cruise, because they do it on the river. But when I learned that they had one on the Mississippi, I thought, oh yes, that is what I want to do. Not realizing, and maybe it's not a lot of money for some people, you know. But when they told me how much they paid for that cruise, it was like, I realized right then and there, yeah, that is something, unless I hit the jackpot or I win the lottery, that is something I'm never going to do. That cruise for one person, was $6,000. And I thought, whoo, 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 whoo. To go from New Orleans to Memphis, Tennessee on the river. As much as I would love to go on a Viking cruise, and I would, it's because it's a river. There's no way. There's no way. I had no idea. And I know on cruises, you know, you can, sometimes you can get a really good deal on cruises. And my mom went on cruises, and my sister's gone on cruises, and my sister-in-law has gone on. I know a bunch of people who have gone on cruises. I just know myself well enough to know it would not be a good thing for me. I'd be terrified the whole time, number one. I love the ocean, but I gotta be able to know that I can get to land. And if a storm, those ocean got rough and the storms came in, nope. Have any of y'all taken a cruise? I know it's probably a lot of fun. It just wouldn't be for me. And I'm just going to be using bits and pieces of this, but I am going to try to get it all out in one piece so you can see what it would look like in one piece if you wanted to use, because this is quite a big piece right here in this mold. And I am going to try to get it all out so you can see. Wow. And there's a lot of cleanup because it was just dripping everywhere. Thankfully, it's just really thin, and it pretty much just pulls off. But I'm still being a little bit careful so it doesn't tear, since I got it all out in one piece. And it's easier to do it from the back. You can actually see where it actually is more. If you do it from the back versus the front. Okay. And we've got a little flower down here. So now we're going to go, let's do this one because this is just a ladybug. It may be too big for that. And I do get to do the dragonfly because I like that dragonfly. Oh, that's cool. Okay. So I got that done. And I am going to take these out of here. Oh wow, that's a really detailed mushroom right there. Look at the detail of that mushroom. Oh, that turned out good. Okay. Those are cute mushrooms right there. Okay. Now we're going to figure out what we're going to use. I think I'm going to wait on that butterfly. I think what I'm going to do okay. Wish I had a little bitty bird. I have a little bitty bird. that is just too, I think I'm going to put the dragonfly in there. I'm going to put the little bird up here. Now that could go out like that. Oh. Oop. Oops, sorry guys. That could go out like that. Get down. Thank you. Clear that on there. Take that off. Put it on there like that. I'm afraid it's going to be way too fine. Sure, I like that over there though. I could do that way. I could do the dragonfly. Let me get that. I could do the dragonfly right there. I could put the mushroom there. I mean the mouse with the mushroom there. But should I do that? Should I put... See, I'm figuring it out in my head. And if I do this, do I want to add color to it or do it white on white? I think I'm using those. This is just too, yeah. And that is too fragile to go. But these can go like that. Okay, now the crucial part is we're going to paint these. Okay. Get the silicone onto this tray real quick. We'll use this to put the stuff on so I don't have to keep cleaning. So these are the pieces. And I'm still finding little bits of pieces that need to be pulled off. And I think we're going to use some acrylic inks. And we are going to use no, I don't want the square one, I want the round one. Okay. And I need to find very little paint is going on here, as you can see. Mostly water. And I will dab it off too. So I just keep building it up. I don't want a whole lot of color. Okay, I'm going to draw it, and then I'm going to try to remove a little bit of it. Okay, I'm happy with that. Because they're semi-transparent. The wings are. And so I don't want... Okay, let's see. A deeper blue. We have an orange. Yes, we do. Make it a little bit deeper. If you put contrasting colors together, complementing, not contrasting, it will turn it darker. That's what I did with the blue and the orange. It looks black, but it's not. It is blue and orange. I don't want that there. It's actually really cool. I sort of like it coming out a little bit. And going down in between. Maybe on the edges. It's actually pretty cool looking, actually. Okay. Okay, we're gonna call that pretty much ready to go. Set that over there, just sort of dry. I may touch it up a little bit where my fingers just were. Okay. Ooh, I sort of like that. Now we need green. So I am going to mix the green and the yellow. To get a pretty grain. And this, again, is acrylic ink. And it is very easy to work with, as you can see. Make that a little bit darker. Try to make the stems a little bit darker. I'm going to dry that real quick. Okay. And I'm going to get more blue. I think I probably have enough right here. Sure it's going to be blue and not green. No, that's pretty green. Okay. I thought I'd wash this out good enough, but evidently not. So let me get some more blue. I'm just going to put it right on the flowers. And maybe that will work and help it a little bit. Okay, that's pretty cool. Okay. And we need a, let's see what color this is. Okay, I'm taking a little brown. Some yellow. To do the mushrooms. Bit darker. Then this should be a little bit darker. Okay, and then let's go with something. Let's see what this is going to look like. That's pretty cool right there. I'm actually going to be using this color on the bird in some areas too. Brain. And I'm just playing, y'all. You know, I'm just looking at it and thinking, oh, well, okay. I sort of think this might look good here, and so I'm just dropping it in there. If you don't like it, you can always take it out too, but see, I think that's cool. Now, I want to add a little bit of blue to this. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to just drop it right on there. In just the areas that I wanted it. And I'm removing some of the paint. Okay, and I'm going to dry that. I may add a little bit to it later, but I'm going to dry that. Just enough so I can move it and go on to the next one. Again, this is acrylic ink. And I do not have a red. I'm going to have to do something about that because red is a real important color to have. This is like pink, but Okay, let's just see what happens. Oh, that is not light pink at all. I may have to get my watercolors out because I really don't want. I want some red, so I'm going to just pick up some red from my watercolors, and I'm going to leave it alone for right now. Okay, and I'm going to pick up some orange. Okay, and I'm going to dry that real quick. And I'm not taking much care in how I'm putting the paints on either at this point. Okay. Okay, we got those. Good enough. Okay, we are going to do the blue again, but now we're going to do some two-tone blue. Okay, we have that blue. We have that blue. See what a light pink on top of the blue in certain areas does. Did y'all get storms where you are? Or maybe you're getting snow. People are still getting winter weather. I think my son and family are still getting it up in Connecticut. Yep, that's still my dream to be able to get up there too. I moved up there 2 years ago and I still hadn't made it. Okay. I'm going with blues because of the color palette of this piece over here. I think the orange is going to be a little bit too, but you know, it is what it is. I'm telling you, that is not purple. That does not look purple to me anyway. I don't know. Maybe that's purple. No. I don't think that's purple either. Okay, that looks sort of purple. So that's cool. And we're going to go in and get some green. Put some green in. Okay. Ooh. Oh, my hands. Oh, look. Oh. Okay. Backs are not going to matter because they're going to be flat down anyway. So let me dry this. Well, it gets soft all over again when you reheat it, y'all. See how it's flexing? Okay, but it's got to be dry. Let me see if I can't get some paper and dry it on some paper. Maybe that will. Yeah, I'm using the cheap Dollar Tree paper. That's what I'm using. It just might want to come out of here. It did not want to come out. I'm trying to get. Okay. Of course, I'm still gonna do the brown. I love the brown color. In certain spots. That's more green. I don't want that, I don't think. Where's the brown? Okay, let's go with blue. Okay. These are so much fun to do. I could sit there and just make a bunch of these up and just sit here and play and do this for a long, long time, y'all. I need to dry those. I really like those instead of this, but I need to have a little bit of different color. So, okay, let's just try it. Let's just see if these are going to work. Let me get these on the paper. We got to make sure they're good and dry, which they are not, because look, you can see by the paper. Okay. But the paper will help dry them. Okay, hold your ears a bit. Okay. Just hold that down. Just hold that one down. Okay. Yeah. Oh wait, I've got to. Right here in the. I'm picking up this. And I'm doing the eye. Okay, is that the only? Yeah. I'm going to take a little bit of this to finish. There's a little bit of color missing. I thought I got it all, but there's little pieces, so okay. And then I saw, yep, and yeah, I saw a big old spot. It's covered pretty good. Okay, this one I'm going to add. Yeah, I can't help it. I'm going to add some. Okay, I just like that better. And I don't know if I'm going to use this or not, because it's not all together, but let me put some darker. Okay, it's a little bit, oh, I really like those birds. Okay. Yep. This flower. Okay. I have no idea if this is going to even work. There's one thing I should have done. And I was going to do. Okay. Okay, here we go. I'm going to put some green down. We're going to put some blue down. We're going to put some brown down. I hope you can see this. Because I'm basically just doing a wash on this with the brown. And I'm leaning it in the opposite direction so it does not run down into the area where the insert is. I will probably have to put more white chalk paint on some of the areas to cover a little bit of this up. I don't know for sure right now. I'm just trying to get enough of it on here. see right around there. I'm going to have to. That really wasn't that bad. I need some paper towels, and I don't have any. Okay, let me try something here. Instead of using, oop. Okay. Get some dark in here. Okay. So we are, we've got so many rags. We are going to get a little bit of this covered up, and then we're going to dry it, and we're going to start adding the stuff to it, because this video, yep, it's 2 hours and 27 minutes. Now I can tell you I'm going to keep this matte because I like matte stuff more, but I will seal it with a matte sealer. Trying to get. I don't think this is the brush to use, but I've got it, so I will deal with it. Okay. I don't know if this is gonna. That's the thing about this. If you're just sort of doing it on the fly, uh, until you actually start doing it. Okay. Dry brush it. Is that enough? Nope. I'm not getting enough on my brush, I guess. There it goes. Okay. Yeah, and that's exactly what it needed to blend in to the piece. Oh, see, now I like that. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm also going to dry brush. I'm going to dry brush these pieces also, so you can see the difference. And oh yeah, that made a major difference. Oh, I like that a lot, actually. Okay, let me this again. Here we go. I hope y'all are seeing this. And that's going to go right there. Oh yeah, now see, I start seeing it putting together, and it's like I start getting excited, you know? It's like, ooh, okay, yeah. Do y'all do that? Oh, I do. When something starts looking like, oh yeah, okay, I see it now. And it starts coming together. I get excited. Okay. I am going to dry brush those. Oh yeah. I don't know if you can see. I don't think the camera picks up a lot of this. Now, it does on the TV. One thing I have noticed, when you watch on TV, you see a lot more than when you watch it on your phone. That is one thing I have noticed. Or even on your computer. Which I'm not going to push anybody to go watch on the TV, because it's really hard to subscribe and like and share from your TV. But you do see so much better. And yeah, I love the dry brushing on these. That's exactly what they needed. Oh no, I broke that. Sure enough. Oh well. It's all going to get glued down anyway, right? Right. So these are so tiny. Okay, so let me get more paint down and then get it off. Okay, so let's see how this is going to look. That's going to go. Let's put the mushrooms down first. That goes there. That one goes there. How did I get them all in here before? Yep, I want that there. There we go. Okay. And then that goes right there. Right? Or does it go over this way? I think that goes right there. And that goes right there. That goes right there. Like right there. I'm going to glue it right there. Okay, and put that there and right in spring right there, right? I'm trying to get the alcohol ink back up in here, y'all. No, so I keep calling it alcohol ink. It's not alcohol ink, it's acrylic ink. And I think I'm going to spray it with a matte. Okay, before I go any further, and we will see if I glue this all on here. Now, you know what it's going to look like. All I'm going to do is glue it on there. And I'm not going to hot glue it, so I don't think hot glue holds well enough. Oh, look at my hand. I was so worried about my hands. Oh. Not anymore. And you do sort of want to keep your hands clean, because when you're touching this stuff and your hands have got color all over it like that, it can get on the stuff. So I am trying to get it off enough so I don't worry about contaminate. I mean, look. And I had gone in there while I was waiting for the stuff to dry. I'd gone in there and actually got some Dawn and scrubbed my hands. We have a bathroom downstairs. And so I went in there and I was scrubbing and I got it almost all off. But I do need to do... oh, this is going to be bad. I do need to do the giveaway. So I'm going to show you that video real quick so we can do that. And I always try to... film it. Sorry, you guys. There was a pet food recalled. And I just want to make sure. Oh no. Blue Ridge. That's not Blue Wilderness, is it? It was Tennessee, but Blue Ridge is not Blue Wilderness, is it? Because that is what me and Ashley feeds Zion Blue Wilderness. Sorry, guys. Now I'm going to have to find this out. You might want to know too. Is Blue Ridge pet food the same as Blue Wilderness? No. Okay, cool. Okay, I'm not going to worry about it anymore. Okay, let me find my video. Here it is. Why is it not? The Dremel giveaway was for. This has got the keywords use Dremel. That is what you were supposed to put. You were supposed to put, I would like to win, but use Dremel will get everybody on here. You had to be a subscriber and you had to like the video. There is one winner of that. It is for the Dremel that Dan brought me from the dump, and I showed it to you on the video. I'm getting the YouTube comments here. Wow, there's only 15. There was only 15 of y'all. Let me just put the word Dremel and see if that doesn't. Okay, that brought up 2 more. So I thought there was more than that, but they should know. Okay, and so we're going to start the raffle. Good luck, everybody. Okay, Jane Hartnett. I am not saying that right, and please forgive me. But at Jane Hartnett, Hartnett. I'm so sorry. I know I am not. But you're the winner of the Dremel. So you need to contact me with your address so I can get shipped out to you. Thank you, everybody, for entering, and congratulations, Jane. Hi, everybody. Okay. So, congratulations, Jane, I hope you watched the video so you know that you want it, and you need to send me your address either through Facebook group or through my Annie Studio clayart@gmail.com, and that email is in the description box, so you can just copy and paste that if that's what you're going to do. I do not think I'm going to glue this because my hands are horrible, and this is white, and I do not want to spend the time scrubbing my hands. And then this is the way I'm going to place it. I am not changing it. I will be taking this glue right here. I'll show it to you. Nope, not that. Where is my E6000 glue? Oh, here it is. My E6000 glue. It doesn't take a whole lot. Here, I'll show. Okay, I'll show you on. And I'm going to write. I don't know what I'm going to write there yet. Y'all tell me what you think I should write in this spot to go right there. Let me know what you think. And that's what I'll put on there. I do like the flowers, so I'll go ahead and I do put quite a bit of it on because I want it to stick. Okay. Now those have got to go on last. Yeah, see, I said I wasn't going to do this, but here I am. I'm doing it. I just don't want to mess it up. But this is the best way to do it while I've got it laid out. As long as this color does not come off on my hands, we'll be okay. I mean, the color on my hands doesn't come off. Now the sealant will also help keep this on, okay? And I'm going to spray the sealant on there, and I'll probably wait and do that tomorrow to give it a chance to dry really well. And I will go in here and remove that and get it. That's extra glue. I don't want that to be there. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm just squeezing it out and rubbing it on there. And I may have to take and, wipe a little bit of glue off. But that's okay. I'd rather do it that way and have to wipe a little bit of the glue off than not get enough of the glue down. And these little silicone things are great for doing that. Okay, where's the little piece There it is. And E6000 holds really, really good. Now I could use tape bond, and tape bond holds really well too. I really got a bunch of it there because I moved it because I wasn't sure if I wanted it there. Okay. What is that? Okay. Uh-oh. Okay. And then I had the bird over here, right? And then the okay. Yeah, I'm running out of the glue. One thing I need to do is making sure that it's getting contact so where it will attach. Okay. And where did that go? And I've got to have enough to get this stuck down. Okay. Okay, where did I want that? I wanted that down there, right? So this is easy because I can just put it, the glue on this. And then that's where the piece will be. I am running out of this. I hope I have enough for the dragonfly. Okay. Right there. Okay, so I'm going to start rolling up my E6000 glue to see if I can't get enough. Okay, well, we finished it. Yay! Well, we have to seal it. And y'all have to tell me what you want me to write in there. I thought about writing spring or summer, but it could be anything. It could be a Bible verse. Y'all tell me. Y'all choose. What do you think? I think it's quite pretty. You would have never known that was $1.25 picture frame. And it's light enough where you can hang it on the wall. And that's always important. You don't want to hang anything really heavy on the wall. This piece would stay on a wall forever because it's so light. One little nail and so, okay. I don't think I'm going to do any more. I did have a couple of other things out here. But, yep, we're at 3 hours and 5 minutes, y'all. I just don't work fast. Oh, I do want to show you that box. This is what that box looks like with the first coat. Remember when I told you this is going to bleed through? Because, look how that box bled through. Yeah, it's probably, look at that. So it's probably going to take probably 3. Oh, no. Oh, yes, I did. I painted it shut. Oh, that's so funny. That is so me, too. Wow, I didn't really think this thing would paint shut, though. There it goes. Okay. But it did. So I need to leave it open. But, yeah. It's going to take several coats, y'all. Okay, I'm going to ask you to hit that thumbs up like button for me. If you've not subscribed, hit that subscribe button and share the video to your friends. But please, the most important thing is enjoy the video and leave a comment below and let me know what you think about that. And let me know what you think I should write in this right here. And again, this was chalk paint and acrylic ink. Acrylic ink. And 10-minute cure polyurethane resin by Let's Resin. And $1.25 picture frame. I actually really like it. Quite a bit. But I need y'all to tell me what to write in there. A Bible verse or something else. Let me know. And that's what I'll put in there. Is that crooked? No, I don't think so. And I love the way the mushrooms see, I like this because it sort of makes it 3D. It looks like the mushrooms are down in the, and then you got the, yeah. I like everything about it. Woo-hoo, woo-hoo-hoo. Okay, I'm getting really tired. And I have no idea what time it is. Let me see. Well, 12:05. It's not too bad. But I'm going to get to bed early because I have another full day tomorrow. And I'm going to let this dry really good. And then we will spray it. I'll spray it outside because it's supposed to be really pretty tomorrow. I'll save that for another day because that's really pretty too. But I will spray that with a matte sealer really well after it has time to dry, and everything will be sealed. Now I may, okay, this is one thing that I am going to do. Not now because it's glue. You see where the eyes, I am going to go ahead and fill the eyes in again with black. With black, and the same thing with that. And I may take and fill the beak in with like a yellowy orange to make that beak stand out right there. I'm not going to do that until it dries, and same thing with that, so the beaks stand out. And I may put a little touch of yellow inside that flower right there. But I absolutely love this. And the more I look at it, the more I like it. And I love the bird. I love the color of the bird. And I love the color of those birds. And I really like the dragonfly. It's not pop out in your face. It's more translucent, and butterflies are like that actually. So I really do like it all. I'm happy with it. Alrighty, I hope y'all have a fantastic evening, and I hope that today was a blessing for you, and tomorrow is even better, and I will see you again real soon. Thank you again. Bye-bye.